It is Saturday, April 19th, and today I am taking you along for a long run with me. So, a couple things. First off, I am less than 13 weeks out from my very first 100-mile race, which makes me realize I have 12 Saturdays left, including today, before my race. So I'm really trying to be mindful of that and think, we got to maximize our Saturdays. When the motivation is low, how dedicated are we to this 100-mile training? That's part of today. Part number 2 is my motivation is low. I am just like not feeling this. So there's a couple reasons. One, it's 32 degrees. We got some snow yesterday and last night, which has led to just not ideal trail conditions, but also a lot of trail closures, which has led me to have to repeat quite a few trails. So in order to make this really fun and kind of keep the vibes good, high, stoked, not succumb to my lack of motivation for today, we're making it fun. So how are we doing that? We are going to be trying new nutrition. We're going to be doing a 2-loop run for today with a car aid station right smack dab in the middle, just to kind of keep it fun, keep it fresh, hopefully come back and be able to start loop number 2 with just like a really fresh mind. Not fresh legs, but a fresh mind. Just try to really enjoy and make this as fun as I possibly can. So if I'm being honest, it's been one heck of a week. I know last week I was really busy. I showed that in this video here, but if I'm being honest, it was another heck of a week this week, and I'm feeling pretty run down, pretty tired, but I'm not like totally run down. I'm not burnt out by any means, but it's just right now it's like a mind over matter to getting this run done. So it's we're gonna have fun. Let's go have some fun. We'll do a quick little gear check and we'll get going. I have on one of my favorites, which is the Rover hoodie from John G. It's a merino wool hoodie, which has a nice scuba hood. And it also has some nice thumb holes, but it'll be nice when I get to climbing and I get a little bit warmer and perhaps a little sweaty to just wick moisture off the body, keep me cool, but also keep me warm. I then on the bottoms have the trail half tight, because it'll just keep my quads a little bit warmer. These really do stay in place. They have the silly grip dots, so it'll just be a little bit warmer than perhaps a shorter short. So if you're interested in checking out the trail half tight, the Rover merino wool hoodie, you can click the link in the description, use my code Mountain High Life for 10% off your order. Thank you so much to John G for partnering with me, believing in my channel, and making incredible running apparel. And we're gonna get this going. We're gonna have the best day, you guys. Just gotta keep saying it. Speak it into existence, okay? Okay. Let's do this. Now that we're up and running, literally, honestly, it feels so nice out. I'd rather have it be cool and crisp than hot. It's actually a really lovely morning. I'm not even lying. Glad we're out here getting it done, doing it. My shoes are absolutely caked with mud. Look at this. So 3 miles in, we're definitely breaking trail today. It doesn't look like anybody else has been on this trail yet today, and we have run into very muddy trail, snowy trail, wet dirt trail. But I have to be honest, I think I just put it in my head that it was going to be really rough today, but so far it's been pretty awesome. The temperature is perfect, nice and cool, and I'm honestly enjoying just like running in the snow, taking a look at how pretty it is and enjoying a switch up of scenery. Like everybody in Colorado says, we seriously do need the moisture. It's been a really dry spring, which is very concerning, so I really shouldn't complain. We are kind of getting into the first climb of the day. I'll check in with you guys here in a little bit and let you know how it's going. All right, our first bit of nutrition for the day. We're gonna try the UCAN strawberry banana. So 70 calories, 19 grams of carbs, 0 sugar. How much sodium? Is there any sodium? 50 milligrams. So not really any sodium in this. I do like the packaging because it's nice that it just like, ooh, don't look at it. It looks weird. Okay, see what it looks like? Okay, texture. It's a little like gritty. It's kind of weird. I've never really had a gel feel gritty. Flavor. I'm getting strawberry banana, but a lot of like chemical. A lot of chemical. Not my favorite. Wouldn't order again. Not that kind. Not the strawberry banana. Over 5.5 miles in, and our first big climb of the day is done. As I've gotten higher in altitude, it started to feel a little bit cooler, but we're starting our first big descent of the day, close to 4 miles until we're back at the car. And so far we're feeling good. Climb felt good. Stomach has felt good after the UCAN gel. The flavor and texture were a little hard for me to get down because of the texture, but didn't do any harm and I've been feeling good, so can't hate on it too much. But we're just gonna keep on rolling. I wasn't paying attention and I missed my turn. I don't know by how much. Maybe, it looks like it was like 0.15 of a mile, so no big deal, but. Guys, so I'm here at the aid station. We've been running for 2 hours and 22 minutes. We're at 10.5 miles, so pretty solid. I am a little hungry, so I'm really excited about this croissant. But what I'm gonna do is get rid of some garbage, put some new fuel in the vest, fill up my water bottles, and we'll continue on. So it's just about 11:30 and we're heading out for loop number two. Gonna be a lot of climbing out the gate, but we've restocked the nutrition, got our croissant in, and I'm just trying to think of it as a whole new, different run. That mentally made it really easy for me to get through that first loop, so I really want to stick to the course and route I have planned for the day. So I'm hoping that little break, pit stop, will help. So let's get to climbing. Okay, we've reached another test try of nutrition. So we're gonna go for the 60-gram chew bar. I'm gonna try the mint and lemon. I'm not gonna lie, I feel a little sugared out after that croissant. I'm gonna try this and see what we think. So, live review. Here we go. Just as delicious as the 30-gram chews. Perfection. They nailed it. Not too sweet. Easy to chew. And I like that it's in a bar, so I can just eat it as I want rather than having to hold on to another chew, you know? Okay, so we're on the last big, considerable climb for the day. I've just been grinding it out. I actually feel like good enough to run most of it, despite being, 3,500 feet into this climb, or into this run, I should say, which is incredible. I do think the cooler weather is definitely helping. I'm just gonna keep pushing. and get to the top of this climb, which we don't have too much left of. Maybe, I don't know, maybe half mile, 3/4 of a mile. Whoa, 3/4 of a mile, I would guess. But I'm really stoked with how I'm feeling right now, because last weekend I felt like poo-poo, so. The big climb of the day. I guess the bulk of the climbing for the day is done. 15.5 miles in. About 5 more to go. I started having a moment. I started to really get frustrated and just over it and just start mentally checking out of this run. It was just me getting ahead of myself, thinking about everything I have to do when I'm done with the run and just really getting ahead of myself. And yes, I think being chronologically aware of like what time it is so you don't hang up your plans with other people is very important. But the point to that is like, I literally had to tell myself, like, stop, be here right now. You're gonna have to run the next few miles to get there, so you might as well just enjoy it, enjoy this part of the run. Almost immediately, my body felt less tense. I just felt so much more happy. So just your friendly reminder, like, yeah, we all got stuff to do, but if you're anything like me, this is what you've been looking forward to all week. Don't waste it. Enjoy it. Even if you're uncomfortable, just be present. That's my little rant. 2 miles. Let's do this. 20.5 miles, 4,500 feet of elevation gain, and that puts us now, I guess, 11 Saturday runs out from High Lonesome 100. That also put me at over 90,000 feet of vertical gain for 2025, and I am over 800 miles for 2025, which is awesome. I feel really stoked on that. To be honest with you, despite that like little mental moment of weakness, I suppose, towards the end there, that run went awesome. Like, I showed up to this run thinking it was going to be just mentally hard, and I was just feeling really tired. And sure, I did feel tired on the run, but I think I did a really good job mitigating that fatigue with good nutrition, good mindset. Also, hold on. What is in my eye? I found it. I'm so sorry. I've had something like on my eyeball for, I don't know, the last like 5 miles of that, and I'm over it. But I'm really happy with how that went for a few reasons. One, I did exactly what I set out to do today. I finished my course, I got my climbing in, I got my run done, and I felt really strong like on the second half of that. Like I said, despite my moment of like mental weakness, I really feel like I finished pretty strong, not really fast, but strong. And that to me is just so important, especially as I am getting closer to my very first 100-mile race. I know the back half of that race is going to be really hard, both mentally and physically. So the more runs I can finish on a positive, the better. Things that went well, I think nutrition went well. I love that Precision 60-gram carb chew bar. I thought it was so good. You know what? I didn't hate the UCAN gel. Maybe it's just getting used to. Maybe it was just in the moment. It just was a little different for me, but I felt fine afterwards. No GI issues. I loved coming back to the car, having a little car aid station moment. It was kind of a friendly reminder of how fun it can be, just like getting a little bit of energy in the middle of a run, kind of like a revival, and walking away with a fresh mindset, perhaps just feeling a little bit of a recharge, reset. So perhaps if you have a long run and it's just been feeling a little bit drab lately, do a little car aid station or test out some nutrition. Get really hyped or stoked about a new piece of gear, apparel. Just try to make it fun. Just try to make it as fun as possible. And like I said later in the run, just remember, I think for a lot of us, normal people, people who aren't professional athletes, people who sign up for ultras to do them for whatever reason that they've been called to do an ultra. I think it's just so important that during a long run, it can at times be like, okay, I'm ready to be done. But that long run and that extended amount of time unbothered on trail is a time we really look forward to during the week. So try not to let any of those intrusive, day-to-day thoughts about what you need to do, your to-do list, everyday stressors, things of that nature infiltrate and potentially ruin your run. And despite all the trail closures today, again, I think I made the most of it and the best that I could do for the day. All that to be said, if you made it to this point in the video, thank you so much for coming along for a long run with me. That was fun. It was good. It was a long run. I feel like we rode the wave of not wanting to do it, getting into it, enjoying it, and then kind of having a moment of ooh, and then coming out of it, and here we are back at the car already. So yeah, getting stoked. We're closing in, like I've been saying this whole freaking video, that we're closing in on getting really close to the High Lonesome 100, and training is starting to pick up and it's starting to get serious. And by the time this video goes up, I will be filming another week of running, and it's gonna have another little twist to it. So if you don't want to miss that, don't forget to subscribe. If you like today's video, hit the like button. Any thoughts, questions, or ideas, feel free to drop them in the comment section down below. Thank you so much to John G for partnering with me today. My whole outfit was perfect for this weather. Don't forget to click in the link in the description. Use my code. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Hope you get out on some trail today, and I will see you in my next adventure. Bye.